Back to the jobs report now. Yes, we have him with us. Kevin Hassett, chair of the Council of Economic Advisors. He joins us from the White House. Kevin, welcome back. Good to see you again.
It's great to be back. Thanks,
no wonder you got a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Even
I
have characterized a 250,000 gain in jobs as good. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's really an astonishing report. You know, we did this estimate of what the hurricane effect was going to be because the hurricane came during the survey week, and we thought that it was going to subtract about 60,000 jobs from this. And so we were prepared for the worst, and this is just like an astonishing number given all of the actual literal headwinds that we had.
The hurricane had no impact at all on this job number? None?
Well, the BLS, you know, it's a highly uncertain thing, but on the household side, we had more than 190,000 households say they didn't go to work for a week because of weather, and that's one of the highest we've seen on record. And so we don't really know what the hurricane effect is, but it's astonishing to get 250 with the hurricane happening in a survey week. It's just almost unheard of. And like the details, too, that you had mentioned that it was across the board strong. You know, we had lots of job growth in all the industries. In fact, there wasn't a single industry in the data that went down. So talk about broad spread growth.
But don't miss the other bright spot, which is the 3.1% increase in wages over the past year.
Exactly.
Of course, there's some criticism this morning that is so strong it means higher interest rates from the Fed because of higher inflation. Discuss that one, please.
Oh, sure, and that's something Professor Varney and I have talked a lot about over the years, right? Because what's going to happen is that we're going to cut corporate taxes, we said last fall. That's going to lead to a capital spending boom, which we see in the data. That's going to increase productivity and wages. And so wages should go up right now because workers have better and more machines to work with it. And when that happens, you know, I respect the independence of the Fed. I don't want to give them monetary policy advice. But when that happens, then you can see wage growth that's real wage growth and not just inflation.
Kevin, flattery works wonders in television. So if you want to call me Professor Varney,
Professor's an insult. It's an insult, right? These days.
Yeah, maybe so. Tell me more about trade, please, because here's what we've got on our plate this morning. The president calls China's leader, Xi Jinping. He says they had a good conversation about a deal. We are told that the president has told his staffers to prepare a draft of a China trade deal. Can you update us on any of this?
Well, I can't comment on the presence or lack thereof of a draft. I can say that the President Xi and President Trump had a great call, that there, I think, is a lot of optimism going into the G20 meeting of what's going to happen at that meeting. And, of course, as you go into a meeting, you know, people study, you know, what are the kind of things that we're going to ask. I think another thing to notice also, and this has been covered very well in the media, is that the president has sort of marshaled all the troops of government to try to get things like IP theft to stop from China. And so not only have we done the things that have gotten the headlines with the tariffs and so on, but we've also got law enforcement involved to stop things as well. And so I think that we're going down into a negotiation with a very, very strong position.
May I ask if you were there when the president was talking with Xi Jinping? Was Larry Kudlow there? Did you...
We can't. I'm sorry. We can't. I'm not allowed to talk about who's where, when. It's all executive privilege stuff.
Okay.
But you could ask the press office to help you with that. But I apologize, Stuart.
Okay. No, that's all right. That's all right. Before you go, what happens to the economy if the Democrats take the House?
I think if the Democrats took the House and then they embraced President Trump's policies and they, made them permanent, then things would go up. But if you think that that's unlikely, then probably you'd be heading in the other direction.
Kevin Hassett, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it. See you again soon.
Stuart.
Yes, sir.